Hello, guys. Today we are going to talk about surrender, which is one of the most important ingredient of your twin flame journey. And I won't say that it's just for your twin flame journey, but it's a way of living. It's a way of living to live in perfect alignment with universe, with perfect alignment with your authentic self, and basically living in a way in which God wants you to live. So, what does surrender actually means? Like, does surrender means that you need to give up? Does it mean like you have to keep waiting, just sitting idly, doing nothing? Or does it mean something else? So, yeah, surrender doesn't mean that you have to keep waiting and not doing anything at all. And it also doesn't mean that if you are not surrendering, then you need to chase. Okay, so neither you have to sit idly, or you have to start chasing, or you have to start doing things from your place of head, because doing anything from place of head is also not very much in alignment. uh, so there is a sweet spot, there is a another way, and that is to follow your heart. And when most people are said to follow their heart, the first question they ask is like, what does it actually mean? So, and how can I listen to my heart? So to listen to your heart, you will have to surrender. And by surrender, I mean you will have to literally make choices inside yourself to let go of the things which is coming between you and your heart. Okay, so your heart knows. You can listen to the whispers of your soul only when you are surrendered. Okay, and that is where the entire coding, the entire formula, method, or script of your union, your harmonious twin flame union, is written. Because when you are surrendered, you are thousand times, infinite times much more powerful than when you are doing it from your head, because your head knows a lot, but it knows this much. If it knows this much, your heart knows like this much. Okay, and something like twin flame journey really demand a lot of uh, magic, a lot of miracle. And miracle can only happen when you're following your heart, you're acting, behaving, doing, living from the place of surrender. Okay, so it has a lot of depth. When I say like what exactly surrender means, you will have to really experience it uh, to know what exactly it is. Okay, and the more you keep healing through the blocks, the more you get closer to your soul. And because your upsets are literally the blocks, the upset that are shown by a twin flame or anyone else are basically the blocks between the whispers of your soul and you, between your soul and yourself. So it's a block with yourself. So the moment as you keep healing through, you keep removing blocks, you get closer to your soul, your authentic self, the way in which God wants you to be. Okay, so you will be able to listen to your heart more clearly, precisely, accurately, as you will keep healing through the blocks. Okay, and and that is where your twin flame union gets faster. Okay, So most people see the blocks as if as if something to fix for a while, and then the moment they get back into union, they start applying their head again. They start controlling, they start manipulating, they start dominating, or all the XYZ things, okay, rather than still staying in a surrendered zone. And that is where again the separation happens. So if you want to fast track your journey, your twin flame union, then you also need to understand that the moment you have healed and you have got into peace again, stay surrendered. Don't act from the place of your head, ego, rather act from place of your heart. And that, because the moment you start acting from your head, you literally put separation between you and your twin flame, because you are keeping, because you are like injecting separation between you and yourself, your soul. So yeah, that is what I wanted to say about surrendering. And yeah, it's really magical. Like the, if you feel like you got just lucky or something happened and you are surprised by the miracle, probably your twin flame came back in your life and you felt surprised, like how could this happen, you will always observe it that only when you are completely satisfied with yourself, uh, living your authentic life, being in joy and peace, and that's the exact moment when you are expecting it the least, is when your twin flame comes back into your life. And the reason is because you are not chasing, because you are surrendered, because you are following your heart, you are living your honest life with yourself. And that is also why honesty and humility is one of the most important ingredient of not just getting into twin flame union or harmonious union, but to really live an authentic life. So to be honest with yourself means uh, you are not giving power to the external, and you are literally observing the upsets that you are feeling through, even if somebody else has triggered it, and you are trying to find peace within yourself. You are taking complete responsibility of yourself. You are not running away from your bad feelings, or you are not trying to bring peace into your heart by fixing something outside of yourself. Okay, that is where honesty rises. The moment you stop seeing that you are upset with something, you are not feeling good, and you start fixing things outside, that is where you become not honest. That is where you also lose your humility. Humility, again, doesn't mean that you have to literally beg in front of others, or you will have, you just let people do what they want to do with yourself. No, humility doesn't mean that. Humility simply means that you know your power, that whatever is getting created in this reality is just a manifestation of the things which are within you. Which means if you are having good days, then it's your manifestation, and if you are having bad days, it's still your manifestation. And you hold the power to go within yourself and see those parts which created those bad stuffs in the reality and heal it, so that you can bring peace. So yeah, that is where, so humility, honesty, surrender, these are the very key ingredients. Okay. And your power comes from God, from the universe. So the moment you tap into surrender, you cut off from your head naturally, and you tap into a bigger power. which is the power of universe, the power of God. Only in surrender you can have the power of God. So in surrendered mode, you are far more powerful than though than when you try multiple stuff, multiple tricks, tips, manipulation, domination, controlling things outside. That might look powerful, but it has a very little power compared to the power of surrender. So keep surrendering, and you will see that your journey has literally fast tracked. So it's just like you are sitting and letting God bring you things, not just by sitting, but by healing things inside of yourself. Okay. So, and the moment you have healed, don't lose the state of surrender. This is a very common thing that we end up doing, that after healing, we we think healing as something which is not a default state, and rather uh, a, a momentary thing, like you need to heal and then you need to get back into power, in the sense power of ego, power of control, and all those things. That won't work. So the process is like you have to heal, then again you have to release control from yourself, from controlling things outside, and you need to get back to surrender. Again, some upset or good things will come into your life. Okay, so you just need to receive rather than grabbing things outside of yourself. And if after healing you are not enjoying your time and you are getting impatient, that when will my union happen, when my twin flame is going to come, so just know that again you, here is one most important thing that you are missing, and that is you are not connecting with God. Like you haven't made God as the foundation of your life. You haven't included God in your work, in your day, uh, in like God should be your 24 by 7 companion. It should be your God who should be your best friend first. Now, by being best friend, it means you are having a clear communication with God. You are spending time with God. You are including Him in your good moments. So, that is the most important thing. Okay. Healing comes next, God comes first. Okay. So even if your twin flame is not there in your life, you should be in a state where you are completely 100% satisfied with God. And that is actually the moment as well when God will either show you new upsets to heal, which is blocking our union, or God will bring your twin flame, or God will guide you to connect with your twin flame. Okay. So, yeah, make God your default mode, and that is where you will really enjoy your life as well. Because if you will just wait for your twin flame to come, and that's the only moment when you are going to enjoy, l- this is not what the path is about. This is not twin flame journey. In that case you will be happy just for a moment, and it may also happen that your twin flame might come into your life and still you won't feel satisfied in your life, because again your satisfaction in every way doesn't comes from your twin flame. In fact, your twin flame is just a mirror of your relationship with yourself and your relationship with God. So you might feel empty and purposeless even with your twin flame when you are not staying with God, when you are not living your day with God. So, yeah, and when you are staying with God, it literally attracts your twin flame like anything. It's like a fast test mode. Even after harmonious union, it's not like you can just hide behind your twin flame and just let your life pass. Uh, you can't make your twin flame like a hideout, a place to hide from life, like a cozy, comfortable place to hide. Okay, that's not the way. Your twin flame is always going to show you things, and the purpose why your twin flame triggers you so that you can be with God. You can make God the ultimate source, and it it is not like your twin flame cannot give something and that is why you should depend upon God. You should. That's not true. God is not a replacement of your twin flame not giving attention, love to you. It's because God is love. It's the primary source. Your twin flame is the secondary source. Okay, like even when your twin flame will, it may happen that your twin flame may say a lot of good things, but still you won't feel those good things. It's just because they are not your source of love. That feeling of love starts from God. So make God your twin flame first and let everything fall in your arms. Okay. So that being with God needs a lot of surrender. Okay. So the moment you will start healing, you will get to know how to surrender, what exactly surrender means. It is an experience. So yeah. So that's all for today. And take care. Have a nice time. And see you in the next video. Bye bye.